Yeah. Packed our bags and hit the road. Tired of living by somebody else's code. Two best friends with a lot to say. We're rewriting all the rules today. New roads, new rules. We're taking the wheel. No more playing small. This is how we feel. Honest conversations, open sky. New roads, new rules. We're finally flying high. We're flying high. One mic, two voices, real life in between. Laughing through the messy, chasing every dream. We don't have it all figured out, but that's what this whole ride is about. New roads, new rules. We're taking the wheel. No more playing small. This is how we feel. Honest conversations, open sky. New roads, new rules. We're finally flying high. Yeah, we're flying high. You don't have to have it perfect. You just have to show up. Find your people, find your voice, find your enough. New roads, new rules. We're taking the wheel. No more playing small. This is how we feel. Honest conversations, open sky. New roads, new rules. Let's go. New roads, new rules. New roads.
Everybody, welcome back to New Roads, New Rules. This is Terri.
Hey, I'm Sandy, of course.
How you doing, Sandy?
I'm good. I'm so excited about today's topic.
I am too, but before we get to the new topic, it's our episode 1, season 6, and I am wondering if our listeners noticed our new theme song.
Oh my God, isn't it amazing?
I love it. I absolutely love our brand new theme song. You guys have to tell us what you think. I mean,
Yes.
It's a snapper, toe tapping kind of song.
Yes, let us know on our New Roads, New Rules site or on our social media. We want to hear your opinion. Let us know if you love it. If you don't, we want to hear either way.
Right, thumbs up, thumbs down, but I love it. So
For sure. And
that's
what a great way to start season 7.
I know.
Right?
We're season 6. Don't jump ahead of us, Sandy.
I meant to say 6. I don't know where the 7 came from. That's
6,
so funny.
7.
Oh no. Okay.
Anyway. All right, you guys. Today we're going to talk about something I think we should all talk about. And
Percent.
I honestly I thought about this topic because it's summer, still summer as this episode's airing. And people are traveling a lot, women are traveling a lot. And so go ahead, Sandy.
Yeah. I mean, it's especially not just when you're traveling, but when you're out and about and you're alone. Like, we're going to talk about something every woman listening has experienced at least once. It's that unsettling, cold feeling when your gut tells you something isn't right.
Exactly.
So when instinct meets safety, right? We have to trust our gut.
Right, absolutely. So this topic kind of came about because I was traveling last week, and for the first time ever, I actually felt uncomfortable when I was walking through the hotel and walking in the hotel. So, really quick, I'll tell you what happened. I was walking around looking for the, area outside that we were going to hang out at later on, and looking for it while my boyfriend was doing the job that we were down there for him to do. And as I'm walking around, I see this man who is like just standing in the hallway watching me. And at first I didn't think anything of it. And then I saw him again when I had to go walk towards the other door looking for the outdoor area. And I turn around and he's standing in the hallway just watching me, not doing anything, just watching me.
Creepy.
And so then it was, and now I'm just like, well, what the fuck are you doing, dude? But then not total like, oh my gosh, but like he's on my radar, right? And then I turn to go back to the hallway, the vestibule where the elevator's at, and I don't see him. So I'm like, okay, it's nothing. I go hit the button, the elevator opens, I get on, I hit 3 because we're staying on the 3rd floor, and the door starts closing, and it's literally like 3/4 of the way closed, and in comes an arm to stop the door, and on the elevator gets this man.
It's like that like makes me like think of every terrible movie, every really bad movie where like scary movie where they like stick their arm in and then you're stuck in an elevator with them.
And that's exactly what I was thinking about, right? So I see the arm come in and I'm like, fuck. And sure enough, it's him getting on. And now I'm like, really like, oh, fuck. Now, it just so happens that my boyfriend's on the phone with me and he's talking about, Kane coming back to the Blackhawks, and I'm barely listening to anything he's saying because I'm watching this. I'm going to make eye contact. Growing up with police in the family, we learned some things. And then, of course, I went to an all-girls school and we took self-defense and everything. You always make eye contact because you never break that because you don't want them to think that, you're scared or nervous. Mm-hmm. So I kept looking, anytime he looked over at me, I made eye contact, and he would make eye contact with me, and then he'd turn and he'd make eye contact with me. And now I'm like, okay, he's got jeans on. He's got this green shirt on with some logo. He's got dark brown wavy hair. He's got the earbuds, purple earbuds in his ear. Like, I'm going through description, and then I'm like, I can take him if I needed to. He's not taller than I am. He's like thin. I mean, I've lost weight, but I still have weight to me. I could take him. If I needed to, I could take him. I'm assessing everything.
The situation.
Right now. The situation.
Of course. Yes.
And when he gets on, I have to tell everyone, like, he hit the 4th floor button. So I'm like, all right, maybe he's just staying here. Maybe he's walking around looking for the places too. Maybe he's just staying here. I get off on the 3rd floor in the vestibule, and now you can't see the main hallway from the elevator. You just see the person get off in the vestibule. And I get off, and the door starts closing. I turn, and then our room is to the left on the main hallway. But I didn't want to stop at the doorway because I don't trust anybody, and I don't want him to know what room I'm in. So I'm just going to meander down the hallway just to make sure. And good thing I did, because I turn around and the asshole is looking around the corner at me. Now he has to get off of the elevator to do this, because the elevator is at least 2 feet from the main hallway. So not only is he off the elevator is closed and gone,
So he hit 4, but he got off on 3. You off.
And followed me off. And so now I'm like, fuck. And I'm telling I'm like, this is what's going on, blah, 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 blah. And I'm walking down, I just kept walking down the hallway. And now I'm looking around. I'm like, okay, there is a fire extinguisher on the wall. I can grab that off and I can use it as a weapon. Now I'm trying to think of things I can like weaponize, right? And I'm thinking to myself, at the end of the hallway is the stairs. I can easily kick off my flip-flops and run the fuck down the stairs,
That's what I would be doing.
And so I'm walking, and now he is at the other direction of the main hallway is a maid's cart, and now he's just meandering around the maid's cart, not doing anything, just kind of meandering, pretending to look in the cart. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why are you here, and what are you doing?
Right. Like, he's just pretending at this point.
Exactly. So then I hear somebody coming up the stairs, and a woman who works there, and I know she works there because she has a shirt on with the hotel logo on it. She comes out of the staircase holding papers, and she looks at me and she's like, good morning. I'm like, hi, how are you? And I turn around and I turn back, and now the guy is gone. I don't see him anywhere. So now I'm just like, okay, so I follow her. Like I just U-turned and like walked directly behind her. So she was in front of me, kind of
Right.
using her as a blocker. And then once I got to my room, I went in, locked the door, and put the bolt over the front top and everything. And then waited a few minutes and then looked out the peek hole, and sure as shit, the guy walked past my room down the hallway. Like, I don't know if he was looking for me. I don't know, whatever. But I was scared shitless, like for the first time ever in my life at a hotel.
That's crazy.
So,
and frustrating.
And it's frustrating.
I mean, here's the thing. There's a balance, and this is where I always get, because I don't want everybody to think I'm super paranoid, but like, you don't want, because I think we're programmed, and again, I'm sure we'll talk about this, but we're programmed to be like cool, calm, and collected, and then something happens, and we don't want to be like his quote unquote hysterical women by like nothing happening, right? But also, if you get that feeling in where your hair is standing up in the
exactly,
that is something, and that is something we should be listening to,
right? Because honestly, when it first, like that arm came through the doorway of the elevator, I instantly started like, oh fuck, this isn't good.
Yeah.
But then I'm like second guessing myself. Like, what, like maybe he's on the fourth, maybe he's looking for places, the outdoor place. Maybe he was looking for the pool. I didn't want to cause a scene. Maybe I am being paranoid. Maybe I'm overthinking it, because yes, I tend to overthink things. But in that moment, I'm not overthinking anything. I'm just running on instinct.
But I do think that you did all the right things, right? Like you assess the situation. You're like, okay, if this goes south, first of all, I have his description. Secondly, you're like already memorizing down to the earbuds, what color his earbuds are, right? And then you're like, okay, worst case scenario, I'm kicking off these flip-flops and running my ass down these stairs, right?
Right.
So you did all the right things without like, I guess, panicking. You know what I mean? So I think there is something to be said about like understanding your gut and like making sure. But what happens if that lady never came? You know what I mean? Like
I would have been down those stairs. I would have kept going down those stairs. Now, here's the kicker of it all. The next morning when because we got up early to head out to do our touristy shit, we go down to the lobby, and around the corner, here comes the guy. And I instantly like turn to my boy, and I'm like, that's him. That's him. Oh my God, that's him. And so we're, he's watching him. We're watching. And it turns out the guy is the maintenance man for the hotel. But how would I have known that? Because he was just in baggy jeans and a green t-shirt with earbuds in.
But also,
I wouldn't have known that.
What was he doing? If he was the maintenance man at the hotel, what was he doing?
No tools on him, no nothing. Like he had his phone and his earbuds.
I don't think that excuses him. I don't
think so either.
And by the way, what do maintenance men have? They have keys to the room.
Exactly.
Right.
So, I mean, I was so happy that I did not let him know which room I was in, especially when he went back down the hall. I saw him pass our room down the hallway. Of course now, like, then we see that, and now I'm like, was I, I start again second guessing myself, because I'm like, it's the maintenance guy.
That's our nature.
It's our nature, and because I feel like women are always taught to be polite and, don't cause a scene and, whatever. But I'm just like, fuck that shit. Like and it was the morning, so it was during work hours. He should have a logoed shirt on from the hotel.
100%. Like the way he was meandering around was creepy. It just was creepy. But you're right. So like, I think most women were raised from childhood to be pleasant, accommodating, and calm, right?
Yes.
They're taught that making someone else feel awkward is like a sin, right? Mm-hmm. So when a safety threat appears, I think our brains literally battle two things, right? Like our survival instinct versus our fear of being rude.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly. That's exactly it. I mean, let's face it. I mean, a predator or someone with bad intentions will clue into that, and they'll rely on you and your desire to be polite. And I think that's why, if you hesitate, they notice that, and that's when they jump. I mean, which is one reason why, and when I told my daughter especially about the story, even if you're uncomfortable in that situation, you make eye contact, because
100%.
if they see you not, like, just getting nervous and not looking, that's when they're going to jump, or if you're trying to be
100%.
nice, they're going to jump.
100%. Like, and honestly, if you're wrong and you're quote unquote rude, the worst case scenario is a stranger thinks you're awkward, right?
Or a
who
bitch,
cares?
right. I don't care.
If you're right and you try to be polite, the worst case scenario is very dangerous, and the math just doesn't add up, right?
No.
So, I mean, I'm with you on that. I'm like, I would rather look somebody in the face and let him know I'm not afraid of him.
Right. Well, that was it. I mean, I literally was like, I can go toe to toe with this guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I could take it.
when you said that earlier, like I really looked at him and thought I could take him. I absolutely used those words before, so I get it. I'm like, because somebody said, "Oh, weren't you worried?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no," but I looked at him and I was pretty sure I could take him. So
I could take him. I'm like, he's my height, so it's not like he's got height on me. And he was like this thin guy. I mean, like, he's thinner than me. Dude, I can totally sit on your ass and, like, take you. Like, I can literally, and use my palm up your nose and just knock you down. Like, I can take you, and was very much willing and ready to, but
I think that's just the case, right? You do. I think when you're faced with a situation like that, you are ready to do it if you need to. You just have to prepare yourself, like psych yourself up. Yes, it's when you don't see it coming, that's a different story.
Right. We talk a lot about on the show setting new rules for our midlife, right? Because, we are in our midlife. A lot of our listeners are in their midlife. And one of my biggest rules now is validating my own intuition immediately.
Right.
If your gut says to leave, you don't need evidence. You don't need proof. You just leave, If I come off rude or bitchy, so be it. I don't fucking care. If I'm uncomfortable,
you
out.
Shouldn't care. No.
You shouldn't care.
And honestly, everything you did was a practical way to break that polite trap, right? You made direct, firm eye contact instead of looking down or passive. Then you were stepping out of the elevator and changing directions without apologizing. Well, you didn't really change directions. You just walked past your room. Same. Right. And then, even if you yelled loudly, I know you didn't do this, but you could have said, I'm waiting here, or going straight to hotel staff or a group of people. You know what I mean? Like, you could have yelled or made if he
I was prepared to. I mean, that was part of my, assessment of the situation. If I was getting into physical altercation with the guy, I was ready to start screaming fire to get people out of their rooms. Like, I was ready to do it. Like, you never yell help because people don't come. But if you yell fire, they're more worried about themselves. So they will get their asses out there. So I was ready to start screaming fire in the hallway and full on ready to.
The good news is, I mean, if there is any good news, is you're in a hotel, right? You're not in a back alley somewhere.
Right.
So, chances are somebody is
in one of those rooms.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it was the creepiest thing that I've ever experienced. Yeah.
Listen, I have been, I remember walking home. So I worked downtown periodically a few years ago, I was hybrid. So I did some at home, some in downtown. And I remember walking towards the train station. It was in the winter months, so it was kind of dark. And I remember somebody walking towards me. He did not look mentally stable. And he had his fingers like a gun. Oh. And he had his fingers like in his pants, like he was holding a gun, but it wasn't a gun, it was his fingers. So I knew he was he was going to intimidate me, or he was going to, and so I looked right at him and walked right towards him. And when he got next to me, he like flexed on me and like jumped at me.
Yeah.
But he just did it to scare me. Like you could tell he was mentally unstable. He really wasn't trying to hurt me, but you could tell he was trying to scare me.
Right.
I did jump, because how do you not jump when I flinched because he was like right next to me, and he like, you know,
jumped,
like,
flinched at you.
Jumped at me. Yeah. And and I remember like my heart started racing, probably like your heart was starting to race. Yes. And I remember thinking, okay, I'm just going to keep, and I just kept walking straight, but I walked a little taller and straighter. Like, you're not going to, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then I was like, but if he comes to me from behind, you know what I mean? I'm like, but I did have a pretty big, I was like, sorry to my work, but I had my backpack with my laptop in it. I was prepared to use it as a weapon.
I was looking around even when I got off the elevator, I'm thinking there's a bowl they have like this little display table with this bowl, right? That looks to be stone. I mean, my luck, it would probably be plastic that looked like stone, but I'm like, I can use that and slap him upside the head with that. And I'll take the fucking table and throw it at you.
Totally. I'm always looking around for a weapon when I feel uncomfortable. Like, you have to. Like, you have to.
Because you can't carry weapons on you around normally because you're going to be arrested, right?
Right. I mean, like, my daughter always had mace on her, and then
I should have my bear spray with me at all times. Yeah. But I was just like walking down.
Is that I always wonder, like, in a pinch though, am I going to be able to take it out and use it properly, or am I going to spray myself in the face? You never know.
You never know. You never know. I mean, I am more likely to use my fists in my hand. Like, yes, I know I can land those.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, it almost, like, the mace is almost like too much work for me.
Right. I will just physically go at it with you. Like, we are just going to get into it here. Like, I'm ready. I am ready.
We're going to be tumbling down the street, man. We're going to be tumbling down the street.
It's the South Side in us.
My old ass can't get back up after I do that, but I will tumble.
Your adrenaline will be pumping. You will not know it until the next day, and you'll be like, "What the fuck did I do yesterday?"
That's true. Like I still act like I can, that I'm 20. You know what I mean? And then when it comes right down to it, it's gonna be,
Yeah, that next day is always a rough one.
Oh my gosh. But this is such a healthy topic, because we really should, as women especially, I mean, as everybody, right? Everybody should be like listening to their gut and feeling what they're feeling and really listening to it. But I do think that so many times, we don't actually do that because we're trying to be something we're not, right? And so I think we have to do that because, I lost my train of thought. There's stuff going on. Sorry. I can't explain that. So we're just going to cut that out, please. Okay.
No, because we just can't be demure is what you're saying. Like, we try to act it, but in situations like this, just follow your instinct. If your instinct is saying, go, just go.
Yeah, yes, 100%. So we should talk, let's just talk about the rule of the week.
Yes. All right. I'll give you the rule of the week. I'll take it over, Sandy.
And now it's time for the rule of the week.
All right. So guys, the rule of the week this week, your peace of mind and personal safety always supersedes anyone else's comfort. You never owe a stranger politeness at the expense of your own peace.
I love that 100%, right?
Yes.
Everybody
just needs to remember it.
Yes, I think remember it. Whatever you have to do to remember it. Like, just tell yourself it. Do a morning affirmation. Put a sticky note on your computer. Put a note on your phone that you can refer back to.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Well, now let's talk about your turn, right?
Yes. It's your turn, guys. We want to hear from you.
It's your turn. Let's hear what you have to say.
Have you ever caught yourself falling into the polite woman trap when your gut was telling you to get out of a situation, Tell us about it. What is the
Yes.
safety rule you swear by when you travel, especially?
Right?
What is your safety rule? I mean, it could be anywhere. You don't have to be traveling. This could also apply at the grocery store, when you're walking to the train downtown, when you're
walking,
when you're
getting your steps in.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
Right. It doesn't matter. So tell us about your situation and how did you react?
Yeah, head over to newroadsnewrules.com. Join our community board. Tell us what you do to when your instincts kicked in. Share it with us on our Facebook page, Instagram. Sending us a picture of tagging us in a picture of yourself and then telling us whatever.
Yes.
We just want to know what you guys do in situations like this.
Yeah, let's get on the community board on our website too, because I feel like let's have some conversations around this because it matters, you guys.
It does matter.
It could be super important. It could mean the difference between life and death. I don't want to be dramatic, but it's true. Because there are some psychos out there.
Right. I mean, I don't know what that guy's intention was if I were acting, right. Because it didn't seem too nicely. So, all right, guys. Well, welcome to season 6. And I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are enjoying the song and singing it along because I love it.
Yes, me too. Me too, you guys. Thank you for listening, and we're excited for the rest of the season.
Yes. See you next time, guys.
But you're my bestie for life.